Well, there I was, standing in the queue with 1 billion other people trying to get into the United States of America, past the immigration service, past the one finger here, one finger there, photograph it and all the rest of it, trying to get the visa. Oh my word. And look at this form, I get a green form, look at it, it says, do you have any communicable disease, physical or mental disorder? Well, how would I know if I've got a mental disorder? Or are you a drug user or an addict? Now I ask you, if I was a drug user, would I be wanting to tick this box? Am I an addict? Of course I'm not, but even if I was, would I tick yes? I mean, what kind of insanity is that? Oh, here's the next one. B, question B. Have you ever been arrested or convicted for an offence or crime involving moral turpitude? Turpitude, T-U-R-P-I-T-U-D-E. I mean, what is moral turpitude? And for people who have to understand this form, whose second or third or fourth language is English, I mean, what a strange word. Moral turpitude, interesting. Let's find out. Or a violation related to a controlled substance, or been arrested or convicted for 2 or more offences for which the aggregate sentence, what does that mean, I wonder, in most people's minds, to confinement, the aggregate sentence to confinement was 5 years or more, or have been a controlled substance trafficker, or, this is even better, or are you seeking entry to engage in criminal or immoral activities? Please tick yes or no. If you tick yes, we will send you home. If you tick no, you can come in. So what is people going to tick? I mean, I ask you. It gets better. C. Have you ever been, or are you now, involved in espionage or sabotage? That's spying or blowing things up, in case you didn't know, or in terrorist activities, or genocide, or between 1933 and 1945 were involved in any way in persecutions associated with Nazi Germany or its allies. In other words, are you a terrorist? Are you a member of the KGB? Are you about to blow up the United States of America's White House? What are you here for? Please tick yes or no if you're about to come in and blow things up, or release terrorist viruses, or spy on people, or shoot people in bus queues, or blow yourself up in the middle of a busy shopping mall. Just tick yes. We would love you to tick yes, please, so we can ask you a few additional questions about what kind of bombs you might be wanting to blow up, and then we might decide what we're going to do. I mean, what a crazy box is that? I mean, who on earth is ever going to tick a yes to that box? And if they're not ever going to tick a yes to the box, then what is the point of asking 1 million people every few weeks to read such a box and tick it? Well, of course, it's all really to do with what I call institutional blindness. I mean, the fact is that if everyone who was an American citizen had to sign this silly document, then it would be changed within about 1 nanosecond. But the fact is that the only people who see it are foreigners, and who cares about them? In fact, who even knows what foreigners actually go through when they come into the immigration service? And it's exactly the same inside every company in the world. They have one rule for customers and one rule for them. Why? Well, because managers don't have the customer experience. They just don't understand what it's like most of the time. They have a privileged access to helplines. They have a privileged access to customer service. They don't understand what the normal daily experience is like. And no amount of market research testing will tell them that. I mean, what would the point be of a few market research results showing citizens of the United States of America that most people find the green form rather amusing? Well, nothing. But, as I say, if most people in the US, every time they went in and out, had to sign this form, they would be blushing with embarrassment when they saw the tourists in the queue reading it and thinking, oh my word, this is the first thing that they're going to see about our country. This is the first sign of our country's intelligence and sensitivity and sophistication. And it's written, well, it's written like an 8-year-old would have written it in a class before even getting to high school. So there we are. That's why we need to make sure that we understand what experience is really like for ordinary people. And then the world will be a better place.